Good morning, welcome to my channel. My name's Berenice and they call me Belle for short. I'm editing, so I had to make an intro to this video. It will be over a few videos and it's this quilt here. I'll show you the borders first because it's a big old quilt. I'm going to disappear. Big old blocks. French knots. I think they're called Candlewick as well. And this, it's 4x4 of these blocks. A friend at our quilting group made this over 20 years apparently. She used to be, her husband was holiday agent, forgotten the word. So they travelled all over the world, and she used to do this on planes and trains and automobiles or whatever, each block. Yeah, so when she told me, I only knew her a couple of years, but she passed away last summer, quite suddenly, within a few weeks. So, yeah, quite a sprightly woman as well, so she was, so it was quite a shock to us all. But anyway, she'd made this quilt, but she'd managed to get it together with a sash and that. We didn't know that until somebody went to her house. Her sons invited her to look at quilting stuff. So she got the sashing together, etc. So I said I had to quilt it. So it laid there all summer, and then I thought, right, I need to do this. So I have. So this is, some of this I'm talking actually to my group. So it would sound like that because I didn't know if I was going to put it on my YouTube channel or not, but I'm going to. Yeah, so this, her name was Marion, and yeah, she was 82-year-old, or 81, I can't remember, but yeah, she was sprightly, she was fine like before that. Anyway, so this intro is going to be over, the same intro over the next few of this quilt. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hard, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you like her work and obviously mine. Please subscribe, set the notifications, share the likes, and please leave a comment as well. Okay then, let's get on with this, eh? Now I'm layering the top of Marion's quilt, the one that she done all the French knots on. Took her 20 years, that's what she told me. I remember when I first met her, asked her what she was doing, and she said yeah, she'd done it on, a lot of it on trips on airplanes, I think, you know, when she was travelling. So I'm doing it on my ironing board. I don't usually, I do it on my bed. But this one I thought I'd do here. So I've ironed the top, unpicked it, I had to unpick it. She did have it on fleece, but it had a big seam in the middle, and I don't think that worked. Excuse me. So I've ironed the batting as well, and now I'm spray gluing the top. Now I've done a wee bit of that, I can see, because it's stuck. This is the last of this, but I've got more there somewhere. I brought it in, I brought it in here. Probably just around the corner of my front room. So I'm just going to put this piece on here. Another great way of doing this, if you had a design wall, you saw somebody doing it, is lay your fabric on your table. If you got, she had a wider table, the batting first, and then pinned it on the wall, and then got the fabric and pinned that on the wall on top of it, so it fell naturally, so you can work it a wee bit better. Yeah, I ain't got a big enough wall. Too many quilts on my wall. Anyway, it's furniture there, isn't there, in my front room. Anybody that knows my flat, which a few of you do. So like, there's a wrinkle there and that, but that's fine. I'm going to go back a bit. And of course I've got to do two sides as well, because my ironing board's not big enough. But there's no creases on that, so that's fine. It goes back as far as that. I'll just lift it up a bit. I want to get as much sprayed as I can here. A lot of fabrics, a little bit of movement, it'll work, but this white, it is white, more than cream. Won't give me a lot of leeway when I quilt it. And I don't know how I'm going to quilt it yet. I'm obviously going to do the borders, the sashing. She's got one right sashing not quite right. I'm not unpicking it, leave it as it is. That's why I don't do sashing this way. Hold on Patrick. And if you wonder why I say Patrick, it's because Nick Zetner, who watched Geology, he said it to a wee boy that was a viewer on his show. Anyway, yeah, see, slightly out there. That's why I do corners, then they match. Just for the sake of an extra seam, it's worth it. So obviously this bit hasn't been done. I'm out of puff here, which is nothing unusual, but I'm warm. I've got my heating up and I've just had to turn it down. I've got an old t-shirt on now, I had a blouse on. So lift it up and then drop it on, and I can see it starting to wrinkle, but that's fine now. And when I've done this, I will iron it. Because this lady did iron it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Most times I don't. Re-wrinkle this. I'll just lift that up and move the batting. That's that part down. And that's all I'm doing at the moment. I haven't got the back material, the backing on yet. I've ordered it. Coming from the cotton patch, so that takes a few days. They're a bit of a pain that way. So they are. When you want it yesterday, you know. And anyway, here's what it is. So I started halfway here, so I did on this quilt. So just want to make sure that pattern's fine. And it's wrinkling. It's wrinkling. I don't want that. I want any wrinkling. I don't want to stretch it either, that's the thing. I hope you can hear me there, I'm mumbling. I'm nearly out of this one. I have to do with one hand, isn't it? So I'll touch it just to see that it's gone on there. Down this way. So that one's quite out, that sashing. But I'm not undoing it, otherwise it'll be like starting the quilt again. It is her work, so I'll leave it. So I'm going to cut off the excess now, and this part I will put together with another part and do another quilt, wall hanging or something, just a couple of inches. Because I've got the straight edge here, well, naturally, you know, when you buy it, that more or less go on to another piece. So it doesn't matter about cutting this rough. I did measure this, I think it's about 70 for 70. I'll have to do it again. Because it is square, 4x4 blocks. I can see a big wrinkle. I can see a big wrinkle that way. I'm going to cut this off first and get back to it. It's worth looking before I iron it, you know. Yeah, there's a big wrinkle in there somewhere. I'll sort it out in a minute. I'll just get this excess off. Turned it around now, so I don't know if it was top, bottom, sides. No idea. Oh, fraction of an inch. Right, where's the, so what I'm going to do is go along there, because it's an L shape, this fabric, there's spat in there, and just roughly cut it straight across there. Now I can roll them up, and I'll put them back in the bag. Things we do for fun, eh? Things we do for fun. Sort this bit out. There's quite a bit there. Two of them might do, cut in half might do my Christmas pinwheel. Right, let's have a look here. Yeah, see there's a wrinkle there. Got one there. Is that all right? And here, okay. So I'm going to take this back. The glue's already on it, it'll go back okay. Take this corner off again, that flat. Hopefully that's okay. Just going to lift it up a bit, it's not, it's here. It's here somewhere. Right. Sorry, I've got my back to the camera. Don't say it, it's the best place. Best place. I don't like that at all. Best place to view your bow. Not fiddling around. It's worth it in the end. I'm still not happy there. No, another little wrinkle in there. Where is it? There. Right, stretch it out, Belle. Hold on. My back's killing me, that's the trouble. I'm trying to rush it here. That's absolutely okay. That, we'll suffer it for a minute. Oh Lord. Always one bit, always one bit. Again, that's alright, still a bit of glue on there. As I say, once it's ironed, I'll set it in. Right, I think that'll do it. Wrinkle there, we'll sort that out. Yep, that's it. Okay. Yeah, nice. I've laid this quilt, I've put just plain blue on the back. And I'm tacking down with the machine, big stitches, bigger stitches, number 5 on this machine, tacking it down at the edge, trying to get it flat. I've got a lot of blue still that I can cut off. That's not too bad there, but there's a couple of sides, a couple of top and bottom to cut off. It's quite a big quilt for me to quilt this. But I'm going to do the squares in the middle first with a walking foot. I think that'll be the best bet. I'm going to put mono clear fishing line, I call it, in the ditch as well. I think. I'm still thinking about it. Anyway, I'm going to do this, put some music over it while I listen to my music that I can't play on YouTube. I'm coming up to the corner here. There's a bit of a wrinkly bit here, so it's spray basted. I'll just lift it up a bit and try not to pull it down. I did have to do that bit in the first corner. I've only done one side at the moment. See, that's wrinkled there. I'll just lift that bit up. Straighten it up. Just so you can see how I do this, because I know some people don't do a lot of this. I know I do more than you. Doesn't make me an expert by any means. I still make mistakes. I wanted to show you the corner bit because I don't stop and go round in the same thread. That's what I mean. It's nice and flat there. Not too bad. You got to remember, it's not a long arm where it's all taut, you know, really tight and that, you know. Actually, this corner's very good. Very good. I don't know what I've done there. I'm just catching it. I know it'll go over the binding, and if not, you can easily undo this thread, so that's why I'm not too concerned. So what I usually do is just stop there, just round about. I don't turn it around, because you always, when you meet the two at the end of all this sewing, there'll be a wrinkle. There always is. So I'll just cut it loose, no back stitch. See, I've got quite a bit of blue here. I'll cut that off in the machine after. It was killing my back doing this on the bed, you know. I had to lay it on the bed. Excuse me. So that's quite a good corner. Sometimes, you know, from here you get a wrinkle on that, but this turned out pretty good. So I'm just going to put it there because I'm going to come down here. This could be cut off. And as I say, it's easy undone, these stitches as well. It's the biggest stitch on the machine. Only hold it down. My pinwheel one. Is it pinwheel? Yeah, pinwheel. I didn't do the edges like this. Yeah, I paid for it. I did. No, it was the pin. Sorry, wrong one. Make so many. It was the polka dot one. Yeah. And it's on fleece, so it really moved at the edge. Yeah, I paid for it. I got it. Pure laziness. Didn't want to do this on that quilt. Or actually, I did forget as well. See, this is all coming out nice. But sometimes these borders, they do wrinkle, don't they? And one did. This is... Maybe I made a good job of sewing this one on. I'm stitching this with the walking foot, and I'm just using this as the guide along the blue border, just to give you an idea of what I'm doing here. I've got my stitch length up a little bit. Change the pressure of your foot and tension. I always do. Sometimes I forget to put it back. Make sure it sort of flows. I hope you can see this is a lot of bulk here. A lot of bulk. Because I don't want it dragging. That'll make the stitches smaller. Probably could have done them a bit bigger actually, but make it more, a little bit more like it's hand sewn. Marion did hand sew this stitch, but I found the no offence Marion, but this was wrinkly, so I undone it. This is why I'm doing it, and it was on fleece, and I think this is a better way of doing it. I think she'll be pleased. I wouldn't have told her. I might have hinted, I don't know. I don't want to come too near because I've got to turn. So now I've got to shove all this through here. And I'm trying not to touch the keyboard thing. That is a nightmare. I wish they designed it with a cover. You know, you could flip, like I could stick something on it, I suppose, but no, I don't want to. I'd rather them have some kind of slide or, sorry Janami, but I know someone else has got exactly the same machine, and she says the same. In fact, she mentioned it to me before I mentioned it to her. That's the only downfall. So lift the foot helps, doesn't it? So get myself all sorted out. See, yeah, I'm just on the edge, just about. That's not bad, Belle. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm still dithering whether to go in the ditch, but I might just quilt the borders. But it's this. I didn't want to go over the pattern. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I don't know where to go because that's far too much space to my mind anyway. But we'll see. We've got time. This isn't going to be done in 5 minutes. Each square we've done separately. I know Quilting usually says we'll do it all in one, but I can't with this. So let's carry on here. Got to make sure everything's flowing. Caught up. It's the bulk here, obviously. See, it's got caught on the extension table. That's the advantage of having a nice big flat table. But as I said, I'm grateful for what I've got. It's not flowing. It's not flowing. I can, you can tell by the size of the stitches. Sure, I should have made the stitches bigger. Can't on this one now. I think we're okay. Dithering, wondering, thinking. Keep the same width. Trying to keep a view for you as well. But anyway, you've got the general idea there of what I'm doing here. Quite a width from the needle to the border because of this foot. That's what I'm using as a guide. I'm doing the middle 4 first. So lift the foot, Belle. Won't turn unless you lift the foot. Okay, this isn't quite as bulky this side because I'm obviously on the left hand, right hand facing of the quilt. Let's cut this off while I'm here. It's my beginning thread. I will go over that and get there. Hopefully you can see. I know the light's not very good. I haven't got my other light on behind me. Anyway, let's get on with this. I will put my quilting gloves, even though I'm doing straight lines and not free motion. I will put my gloves on because it gets a bit, your hands get a bit dry and don't grip as good. And I will. So that's moving better now because I haven't got all this bulk on my right. I need to get this straight. I've got to get this as flat as I can on my table. started down here. I didn't know the distance, see? So I should just turn it round. That's it. I should turn it round now and go back over my beginning. I remember to lift the foot, and I forgot I lifted it. Yeah, good, isn't I? Brain of Brit now, see? So, foot down, perfect there. So I'm going to go slowly over that, over the previous couple of stitches back. That's it. Perfect. Yeah, pleased with that. Yeah, it's surprising what you learn as you go along your quilting journey. When I first started my sewing, I would just put the needle down, go back and then forward. Because when I drew, which I'm going to do now, my bottom thread up, I got in a right pickle. It would be a bird's nest, eyelashing, not the right tension. But I should remember this from school days, but I didn't. And I've been machine quilting quite intensely the past couple of years, so it's taken me this long. So I've got a hold of that, and what I was doing was pulling it, but I'm just resting my finger on it, and it's working. I am going to do a few stitches back because I want to sort of tie it off. And it's been fine. It's funny, isn't it? Maybe it's the thread I was using, I don't know. But it's working. So I've done a few of these blocks, so I'm just doing this. It's just the forking foot is on the edge of the blue. I'm on the outer edge, but obviously when I get to this left hand side, I've got all that quilt to worry about, so I've got another idea of doing it. Instead of going right round, make sure it's nice and flat. Instead of going right round, I will put the blue line on this side onto this side of the left hand side, looking at it, the foot. We're always learning. So I need quite a bit of, let's do one more, because there's quite a width, so it is a good position. Half an inch, I reckon, near enough. So I've still got this kind of narrow edge, you know, narrow, hold on, excess. So I'm okay here. It's when you're trying to get a whole quilt under there that the problems start. So see what I mean? It's near as, I was going to say, yeah, near as hell, near as damn it, to that edge. You're not offended by them words. Just natural to me. I'm aware of what other countries and cultures might think of that, but that's what we say. Little black marks, but that's already on the quilt. As I say, this is not my quilt. Ensure everything's loose. And of course, this isn't going to move very free either. Keeping it a walking foot distance is making it a lot easier. I'm going over sometimes the French knots on some of the blocks, but that's fine. I just had someone here that said, don't worry about quilting in the middle of these blocks. I am a bit worried because I think it's quite a space. It doesn't have to be quilted to death either. And I would do some practicing, which I will film. Right, that's fair enough here. So what I'm going to do now is go back, and I'm going to tie this off. So, and then take it to the other side here, so I still haven't got a whole quilt under the throat here. It is called a throat if you don't know of the sewing machine. This is a little bit bigger. I think it's 8 instead of 6, 7, I can't remember. But it is a wee bit bigger than a normal machine, an everyday machine. Lovely, I could get a massive throat. Yeah. Well, that's all down to pennies. You never know. Should I get one for my 70th birthday? Don't know. 70 in October. So I just want to make sure I can go back a few stitches to meet this line at the top here. So we'll do it again. Down, up, pull the bobbin up. It's a very light blue, the same as the backing. Pull it up under the foot. Try and get this one under as well. Oh, dropped on its own. And find out where I was. There we go. Hold on a minute. Let's do the other side. That's it. So it's just keeping it taut, but not pulling. I was pulling, I think. That's what was my problem. So I just gave up and just put it in, but it makes it neater at the back. A friend of mine actually takes a long thread and sews it in. I don't think I need to do that. You never know in the future. Little tiny bubbles here that I'm thinking about. Because I know these quilt blocks have been hanging around for a few years. Marion made this. Told me she said 20 years. I don't know if she was exaggerating or not. But it's been hanging around for a few years. I do know that. So again, I'm keeping the edge of the foot against the blue. And that saves putting all this, 2 blocks. It's easier. Especially on the last one. This is the middle section, but I've got one more block to the left and 2 to the right. It works. But sometimes, you know, when you first start quilting, you think, oh, I mustn't have joins and things. But again, a quilting lady I know in my group, she'd done lots of lines and stop there, Belle. And it works, you know, it doesn't matter. No quilt police, as we say. Put that up there, if you put it up, I have. So, you can see the kind of stuff I have to do to manoeuvre this round. You can get grips and stuff, which I bought. Yeah, they're sitting in the drawer, can't use them. So, try and get the threads away. And there we go, see we're right on the edge there to meet the previous line I've done before. And keep it a wee bit straight. You can see this one over here I've done. It's worth stopping and starting. We all want to keep going in one run, but it doesn't always work. So don't get me wrong, I'm guilty of it as well. So the work's not moving, my hand's uncomfortable. I've got a bit of bolt where I rolled it out the bottom here, so I'll undo that. And that's where I'm reaching to. Can you see that? Hold on, where my finger is? Yeah. So it is. Again, see I've got a weight down the side of me. Some people have, used to have a table beside me in my old flat. I took some of the weight off, but I haven't got the room here. Can't get to my kitchen to make me cuppa. So I'm just worrying about this puckering. Perfect, see? I go back. Just 1 or 2. And then forward again, and that's fine. I tie it off. you enjoyed watching the first part of this video. I think there'll be a second one, but I don't know if there'll be a third. I don't know how long until I get to edit it. So it's a lovely quilt to do, and I'm really pleased with it, and I hope you watch the next part of it. Please subscribe. It'd be lovely for my analytics, etc. Lovely to see you anyway. The likes, the shares, and the notifications for when I put a video up next time, and the comments. I love the comments. So I hope you're all well. Do take care of yourself, and I'll say bye for now.